This is everybody's day. This is everybody's day. I was in hiding. Are you with me? Sometimes this spiritual deafness that we bear witness to is that you are in a place where you can no longer hear. There's nothing wrong with your ear. I've shared with you, if you go to that roundabout around college, there are trailers passing there now, and their horn is sound. They're blaring their horns. The reason why you can't hear it is that you are not there. It's possible that a man begins to live his life in comfort in a place where God can no longer be heard. I am not content in my walk with God in reading scriptures and understanding. I'm not content in the fluidity of my tongues. If he doesn't talk back to me, I'm like a dead man. One reason is because I'm not a planner. I know that you have your next 50 years arranged. I'm not like you. I am like Abraham. Out of my country, out of my kindred, out of my father's house, into the land that I will show him. It's on the way that I navigate. The only thing he gave me was a compass. And that compass, unfortunately, is not to find the way. The compass is to find him. Are you getting my point? Because if God gave... Abraham will not have gotten to the place with a compass to find the way. Because every way will look like the way. It's God that will show him. So, what he needs to use that compass to do is to secure God. Because you can arrive in the place until you are shown, you don't know it. That's how I operate. I know it's bad not to have 10-year plans. But when I was schooled in the spirit, I was not schooled like that. Are you with me? Me, I didn't go to Lagos Business School. He assured me that I will only know 10 years if he decides to bring a curriculum that is long-term revealing. He just told me that if I hold his hands, that's how he leads men. Because I found out that word, they that are led by the Spirit, in Greek is the word Hagar. And Hagar doesn't mean that's the way. Hagar means like a rope on the neck of a dog. It means he leads not by speaking into the future, he leads by sustained fellowship. That's what gives a dog direction on the road. That if he sees a stray dog, the tool of fellowship becomes a tool of correction. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. What you use to protect me, if you turn it to the other side, you use it to chastise me. It's the same tool. So once I feel that the leash is no longer on my neck, I stop. You shouldn't move beyond that point. The guiding ministry of the Holy Spirit not only instructs the believer, it also expresses along the lines of revelation and then experiences. So you can know by the guiding spirit what season of your life you are entering into. And it's by the ministry of that guiding spirit that I found out in God that as a house we have come into another season of warfare. It's not to kill us. It's because God is enlarging our coast. He's exalting our horn like the horn of the unicorn. And every time God exalts your horn, it is to travel far enough so that it can be mingled afresh with oil. There's a new kind of oil that is dropping on us. I think, was it Tuesday or Sunday? I began to speak about this thing. I've been smelling warfare. And I found out that what the enemy does when that season begins to come close is that he weakens the believer. He doesn't wait. He knows that when the warfare is fully blown, if it comes that time to weaken you, you are so focused on the warfare because darkness will make you pray. Are you with me? So what he does is that he can't articulately read the seasons of God, but by experience, he follows. He doesn't know the kairos, but he understands the chronos. If you have been pregnant once, by the time you are maybe 4 to 5 weeks pregnant, you should know. experience will have instructed you. Am I right? But there are people who are pregnant 7 weeks, and it's one day the lady is just walking, she collapses, and we think that something evil has happened, and the doctor, at least that's what they used to do in Nigeria film. The doctor will now come and say, oh, how's my wife? She's fine. Say, oh, shake my hand. Okay, don't want me to shake it. Shake my hand. Say, congratulations. Say what happened? Say, expecting a baby. Because she's not designed to know. Satan understands the chronos. At the last time this thing happened, after this, after this, after this, the average believer doesn't even pay attention to his life. That in your lifetime you've had about 5 warfare seasons, and the Holy Spirit has ensured that the patterns are the same so that you can be schooled. You know what is next. Many times, because we can't pick patterns, we can't read signs, it becomes revelatory. If you have been with us for long, you'll have found out that every season of our lifting came by warfare. Every season. We didn't wish ourselves into any place. We fought from a winner's position, but we still fought. So once school fully resumes, our long prayer drills must quickly return. I think, who have I spoken to? Dami. Where's Dami? Are you the one? We're the ones discussing. Dami always comes around when I want to ventilate my thoughts. So I just talk to him. Our long prayer drills must come. Unfortunately, the Lord said to me that because of the warfare that is coming, which is as a result of a lift and a future lift. So this warfare is like egg sandwiched between 2 slices of bread. Have you had bread like that before? That when you bite, what you taste is bread, egg, bread. That's the way it is. The warfare is sandwiched between 2 seasons. So what I began to look for was the first slice of bread. And I think I found the first slice of bread. I've seen it. What is the slice of bread? It's the fulfillment of something God said. That God said to me in the days of darkness when I was in Lagos. That in your 40th year, I'll begin to bring fulfillment to what I've called you to do. That will be the year of your entrance into destiny. You are the only one that does not know. He kept all his promises. All of them. So I was waiting for that sign. And because I've seen the sign, I know that there is something bigger that is coming. I mean, bigger in light, bigger in goodness, but it will not come until in biting through the other slice of bread, we have touched the omelette in between it. So what God did was to fulfill certain promises so that in those fulfillments we'll be equipped so that we can do the warfare that will bring us into a new place. I hope you know that amongst many other things, entering that ark is warfare. We can't dance into the ark. The promise of the ark is not the relocation of the ministry. It's that in that house he will preserve faith. So it means that hell has determined that the destiny of that building will not come to pass. And there are many things that he can touch, including finance. Some of you are wondering now what will become. You'll find out that when that ark is opened, your vision is in the vision of that ark. And until it is fully built, you will not know. I know you don't believe. I'm not saying that you will be walking inside the ark. I'm saying that that was the place that was allocated for your revelation. Because Jacob can trek, you can trek until you arrive at where the covenant of your fathers was enacted many years ago. You will not meet God. There are places in the spirit, and sometimes those places are relocated into particular time, places in time. That until you come to that place, what you sought will not be known. There's somebody here whose wife will be met only when we enter the ark. Okay, people don't think that far. There's somebody whose helper will be met only because that. I'm not putting pressure on you, you know. I'm just saying that I found out that there are spiritual realities that God has designed to be downloaded into particular locations. And until those locations are being perfected, a man will wait. You don't want to see what ministry in that ark looks like. I saw it like 5 years ago, but I didn't have the mandate to build it. I remember one evening, I think it was after choir rehearsals, I was sharing with Miriam here. And she was sharing with me how she walked on the side. Many of our descriptions were that ark, and how the house, even non